Alright friends, Kenji here for another drafto. This is another cube draft, as it were. And this week's cube draft is called Cultic CUbe. Cultic CUbe. There aren't really any like super crazy busted themes in this format. There are themes, of course, but from what I understand, it's meant to be a pretty even power level, flat power level cube. That is to say, you know, there's no super busted strategy cards that are way above the power level of any others. Nothing like show and tell type level. Anyways, let's jump right into this. I have found that there are a bunch of good strategies in this format, though. I don't have much time here, so I'm probably just going to take the Verdant Catacomb. Although, one thing I do want to note about the fetch lands is that there are actually duplicates of the fetches in this cube. And those are the only duplicates. And that gives you a little bit more consistency in deck building. And again, like I said, I assume that's an attempt to flatten the power level of things. So if you see another Verdant Catacombs, don't be surprised, but you will not see any duplicate of any non-fetch land card. Let's move right into pack number 2. And what do we have here? Not too thrilled with this pack. We have some big old green stuff, Hero's Downfall. Honestly, any of the dual lands, even ones like Scattered Grove, are fine, just because, again, of the amount of fetch lands that are in this format. But I am not too impressed with this pack here. I mean, Hex Drinker is a very powerful card, of course. I just don't think green is necessarily the most powerful color. I'm just going to go ahead and take the Scattered Groves. It's already fetchable with the Verdant anyways, and this keeps us open to a bunch of other options. Okay, this is pick number 3. We have a Bayou now we could take. There's a Noble Hierarch. Metamorph can just fit into any deck. I should note that there are a lot of counters in this cube. You will see a plethora of counters. Now, not all of them are like hard counters. You'll see a lot of this type of effect, you know, unless controller pays 2, controller pays 2. There are actually a few more of this type of effect, but remember, you won't see a duplicate of these in your draft. That being said, I think I kind of like just taking the Noble Hierarch following my first 2 picks. Hierarch itself is just very good anyways, and we can see what we want to go from there. Yeah, speaking of the counters again, you have Censor and Syncopate. Though I don't mind just taking like Savannah here, or Smuggler's Copter. Could do like a creature-based deck for sure. Kind of like taking the Smuggler's Copter now after taking the Noble Hierarch. Pass the Savannah for now. That could even wheel, honestly. Yeah, maybe we do a creature deck. Now take Nissa. Passing a Waterlogged Grove. Some other okay cards, but this looks like a pretty nice start. Follow that up with potentially a Green Sun Zenith or a Walking Ballista. There is some synergy here between Walking Ballista and Nissa, as of course the Nissa can give the Ballista extra 1/1 counters. I don't believe the Infinite combo is in the cube. I know Devoted Druid is in the cube, but I don't think they have the Vizier of Remedies to make infinite mana and put infinite counters on that. Green Sun seems pretty freaking good, though. And, like, I can already tutor for 1. We're probably going to wheel one of those green cards I saw in the earlier pack. So let's take the Green Sun here and see what happens. Okay. Not too fond of Sylvan Tutor. We have a Beast Attack, a Flooded Strand, and, like, a History of Benelia. Could go, like, green-white beats if I don't want to take the Flooded Strand here. I do like a History. We can probably try that out. Now maybe take a Boon Satyr or a Wolfear Avenger, another flashy flash creature. I think I like the Satyr a little bit more than the Avenger. I think Arcbow is actually pretty strong too. But don't think this is the deck that I want that for. So let's just take the Boon Satyr. Get a Channeler Initiate here, or maybe even the Domri Chaos Bringer. I'm I'm not too fond on Domri, and we could just take another ramp spell. That seems good. Okay, so we did not wheel the Hex Drinker, and there was one more fatty. I don't remember what it was. It was big, though. Crap, why can't I remember what it was? There was Hex Drinker, Vorapede, and then one other good green card. But anyways, we'll take the Vorapede here. Pretty resilient threat. Kind of nice. Now an easy Conclave Tribunal. Genju of the Cedars, potentially. And some last few pickups. All right. So actually, green-white is not something that I've done in this cube yet. That's not to say I am playing white. It's just that we have some white fixing already. But you'll notice like the Savannah didn't wield, which isn't too surprising. But I do think we have a good start to like a green-based deck. I wonder if Genju's playable enough. It's probably good versus some of like those control decks or whatever, but probably don't want to start in the main deck. Let's see. I think the best green card in the cube, in this cube, is like Sylvan Library. But you'll notice that there aren't any like artifacts, mana rocks, in this cube, which is another thing that makes it a little bit different. It means that, you know, not every color has access to the insane ramp capabilities, right? You know, your Grixis deck doesn't have the 4 signets and a chromatic lantern or whatever just to keep up pace with the green deck. No, green is basically the only deck, the only color that has access to the ramp, which is one of the reasons you don't see some of the biggest cards. Like there isn't a Terastodon, and I don't believe there's like a Craterhoof. Okay, pick number 1 of the second pack. Probably just going to take the Wild Growth here. Some more 1 mana ramp seems very, very good. Hopefully can wheel like the Trumpeting Herd or a Taiga. But don't see any reason to take a different card here or a different color. Wild Growth's a nice one. There is a World-Spied Worm in this, but, well, you're usually not going to be ramping into that. And the 2 ways to cheat that in are Sneak Attack and Through the Breach. And yes, even though that does seem like a very, very powerful thing, it's a little bit toned down, again, in this format, where, you know, there are no Annihilator, Eldrazi, save for, like, Pathrazor of Ulamog, which is an 11-drop, so all of those strategies are toned down quite a bit. Anyways, for me here, do I want to take Emrakul, Windswept Heath, or one of these elves? I would imagine Elf is probably the right choice. Can't really beat a 1-mana elf. The green deck always wants to have them on turn 1 if possible, and it looks like it's going to fit this deck pretty well. Okay, now we have like a 3 visits for some ramp, a Ronus if we want to. There's a Risk the Redeemed. I actually think Ronus is quite good. There are a decent number of removal spells and board wipes in this format, and Ronus just gives you some sustainability. Means you're a little bit safe against some of the other strategies. That is a... What the heck is going on with that Chandra art? Here we have a Galta, a Troll Ascetic, which is pretty nice. I kind of want to take the Galta. If you haven't read Apex Altasaur before, it's pretty funny. It's a 9-mana 10/10, but when it enters the battlefield, it fights a creature you don't control, and then the Enrage, so whenever it's dealt damage, you can fight another creature. So basically, in theory, you could like wipe the opponent's board of all their creatures, because it enters, it fights, it triggers the Enrage, it fights, and as long as you haven't dealt up to 10 damage to the Altasaur yet, you know, you get to keep it around. Kind of funny. Kind of like taking the Troll Ascetic here. It's hard to interact with, and there are some equipment in this format as well, and I think Galta has a high chance of wheeling anyways. There's that Sylvan Library I was talking about. I'm definitely just going to slam that here. Again, one of green's, if not the best green card in this cube. Hydra and Call of the Herd are reasonable for sure, but you can't really beat Sylvan Library. Ooh, similarly, Carnage Tyrant is really, really good, especially in a format where there are a lot of counter spells. Fabled Passage would not be a bad choice following Sylvan Library, but I think we just take Mr. Carnage. And yeah, let's go for some card advantage here. We already have the library, but Portal is another nice one, and I don't think we really need the Fauna Shaman. You know, as it looks, we might just be going into mono green. Definitely nice. Little Night Pack Ambusher here as a treat. Absolutely. Wield the Taiga. We can probably take that just as a potential splash opportunity. Don't think we're playing the Ancient Stone Idol. It's kind of a meme card. Yeah, nothing else in that pack. Hopefully we can wheel one of those other mana dorks. I think it was, what, Fintorn, Elf, Incubation Druid. I mean, I'm not going to assume either of those are going to wheel, but yeah, I think this was the pack that had them both in it. We'll just cut the green card, even though we're not going to play it, as don't think we're running any of these other cards. Although I guess Finale of Glory has a small chance, probably more than the Worm, if in fact we do end up in that green-white deck that I was talking about. Okay, last few nonsense picks don't really matter, but I think we're in a pretty good spot moving into the third pack. So it looks like there's definitely at least one other person doing the green thing, though, as they took my elves, 2 of my elves gone. And again, what was in that Vorpede pack? I can't remember. Ooh, Galta Wield. Hello, hello. Honestly, Raging Ravine looks really good here too, but I think we want to try Big Mama Galta. And the Hydra. Okay, interesting. So maybe that person moved out of green? I don't know. Either way, I'm pretty happy with those wheels. Don't think Wild Call is very playable, though. So a little bit more early game would be nice, but we do actually have some decent early game. Yeah, 1 or 2 more mana dorks would be okay. What else? Questing Beast would be pretty good. A few more Planeswalkers would be nice if we could get like Vivian or... I guess I don't think Garrick is in this. Or at least if he is, I haven't seen him. But I know there's the new Vivian, the I don't know her name, but she makes 3/3s that either have reach or trample. What else? What other planeswalkers that I could get? Nothing here. What are our options? We have Thrashing Brontodon's pretty strong. We have Mouth to Feed. That could also be pretty good. Get some card draw opportunity there. Endless One is just like a fine filler card. Do we want to take the Thrashing Brontodon or the Mouth to Feed? Kind of dig the Brontodon. That seems good. Nice little utility card there. Ooh, and how about a Sky Sovereign? Do like this one as well. Not really passing too much. Don't think we need the Briarhorn here. Alright, let's take that flagship. There's a Pilgrim, there's a Paradise Druid, there's a Swords to Plowshares with no art. Stonecoil Serpent. Let's take the 1 mana dork, I think, over the hexproof one. Yeah, I think I like the 1 mana dork. A Johnny is kind of interesting. So is a Tarka. So is Finale. Kind of like taking the Atarka here. I already have the Taiga anyways. Yeah, let's do that, and we might be able to wheel the Finale. I'm in for that. Okay, some more white fixing, but I don't think we're playing white. Is there a card that I would play here otherwise? Would I splash Sinkhole? No. Splash Ferocodon? Probably not, so I guess the potential of the Temple is better. Mentor and Elspeth. Yikes. Okay. There is some merit to Elspeth. I don't know if she's better than Atarka on the splash, just because the double white's a little bit more prohibitive, whereas the single red is pretty easy. But either way, we could splash either of those. No problem. Let's see, what else do I need? Yeah, another cheap mana dork that can crew the copter would be good. But I still think we have enough creatures as it is to crew the copter. Garrick, Cursed Huntsman. It's another potential splash, I guess, as I don't think any of these other lands are going to do anything for me, so maybe. Ooh, we did get the Questing Beast. Perfect. Unfortunate that I have to pass Fertile Ground here, but Questing Beast is very, very good. Just actual counterspell there, yeah. If you haven't noticed, we've passed a ton of counters. Okay, there's the Wooded Foothills, too. If I don't want to take the Mouth to Feed or the Endless one, I think we probably want to go ahead and do that. And, I mean, both of our fetches find Taiga, both of our fetches find the Temple Garden and the Scattered Grove, but I think the single pip on the Atarka is probably better. Yeah, I mean, if you look at all my white cards I have for potential splashing, they're all double. Whereas running, like, one mountain in the deck is going to be pretty easy. Yeah, I don't think Heirloom Blade is what we want here. We could sideboard the Abrade, no problem. Could even start in the main deck. Question is, do I have enough interaction to not run the Abrade? I have the Atarka, I have Voracious, I have the Sky Sovereign, I have the Brontodon. Stonecoil Serpent might be bad, or might not be bad. There's a Johnny on the wheel too. I don't think that's good enough in our deck. Sinkhole potentially as well, not awful. I think I'm okay with running 17 lands here. Despite having a bit of early ramp, we do have a bit of top end. And we're probably just going to run the Scattered Groves as a cycling land anyways, so I think 17 lands is probably still okay here. I mean, I guess 16's not crazy. What would I run over the 16th land? Like the Abrade? Or over the 17th land, Abrade? Or Sinkhole? I've got mana sinks and stuff to do with my mana. I think I'm okay with running 17. I think I could go down to 16, but 17's not bad. And again, one of them's going to be a cycling land for free. So 1 mountain, 12 forests. And I think that's good. All right, let's ship this and go to round 1 of this Cultic CUbe. Okay, here's round 1 of the Cultic CUbe. We have won the die roll. We're going to play first. And our hand looks pretty decent here. Have a turn 2 Channeler Initiate, turn 3 Corrosive Portal. We're going to hold the Wooded Foothills since we have a Sylvan Library in our deck. Well, that's not fair, opponent. Where's my 1 mana dork? Oh. Well, there it is, but still just going to lead on the Channeler Initiate here. Who can ramp out faster? I guess they are, since they're got a 1-drop. We'll see if they're pairing their green with anything else, though. Yikes. Turn 1 Noble Hierarch, turn 2 Llanowar Elf. They did not attack for 1, though. Alright, let's go find our Taiga. And I'm just going to jam the portal and start drawing some extra cards, hopefully. They must have something to... Oh, I was going to say, they must have something to do with the hierarchy if they didn't attack for 1, but I guess not. 5 mana Vorapede. Alright, well, this opponent was clearly not in our draft. Since they have both the Hierarch and the Vorapede, which we have as well. I have access to, what, 5 mana here? This tramples, though. So I guess we'll play out the Hierarch. Nissa doesn't really make much sense. We could flash out Boon Satyr. Or we can just play Brontodon. Seems okay. Our best draw is probably just, what, a Tarka? Fat thing that kills 2 of their mana dorks. Do we want to sideboard in a Braid or Sinkhole or Ambush versus them? It wouldn't be awful. The Stonecoil Pro multicolor again? Yeah, not monocolor. Okay, Vorapede into Nissa. Turn 3 Vorapede, turn 4 Nissa. This isn't the busted Nissa, but this is still a good Nissa. I think if they attack for 5, I just double block with the Brontodon and the Channeler Initiate, and then make the Initiate a 2/3. And their ultimate is whenever you land, yeah. This could end up poorly for me if they have a 1 mana trick. But I don't really think I have the luxury of not going for this play. Alright, nice. We traded our Initiate for a land. That's not bad. Does mean I can't cast a Tarka next turn if I draw her, but I mean... Gaining 5 life also buys me time. Hey, Carnage Tyrant is not bad. I can actually attack the Brontodon into Nissa if I want to because of the Exalted. But I think we just Tyrant and pass here instead. Yeah, turn 3 Vorapede's doing a big number on us. Okay, 5 mana again. What is this now? Green Sun for 4, sure. And a Questing Beast, okay. Yikes. Opponent's got quite the deck there, quite the draw. This is actually just hardcore mirror match, it looks like. Yep. Can see that attack. Well, we'll get the kill here. We'll take our 4, and they'll persist their Vorapede. Come on. Whammy. Give me something good. Green Sun Zenith. Well, what can we go find with that? I have access to how much mana? 6, 7. So I can do it for 6. Could get my own Vorapede. That doesn't seem very good. Yeah, I need 1 more mana to go get a Tarka. Ronus is actually not bad. Ronus is pretty good on this board, isn't it? Yeah, Ronus is real good on this board. They might not be able to attack reasonably into it. Okay. Let's go get Ronus. And then again, I think we're just passing here. And holding open. Well, I could also put a 1/1 counter on all three of these. That wouldn't be awful. Let's see, they have a 2 attacker. Yeah, actually, let's put a 1/1 counter on our dudes. Makes it very hard for them to attack. Alright, they did emblem, so now whenever they play a land, they're going to draw a card. So now they're going to keep up with my portal. But that just bought us a ton of time. Yeah, man, Ronus was a nice hit. Ronus doesn't trample himself, though. But with 3 mana, I can pump anything up for 2 power and give it trample, so that's nice. I don't think they have any good attacks here. Oh, that's pretty bad. This is Death Touch. And Indestructible, I should say. Oh, wait. Yeah, Indestructible gets around damage, can't be prevented. Okay. I think this was just a mistake by the opponent, right? I can't think of anything that's going to get me here, but yeah, nice. That was clearly very good for us. And they didn't even have a land to play either. Whew. This is where we start taking over the game. So let's send this at the Nissa and these two at their face. I guess I want to be a little bit careful in case they have like a beast attack of their own. I don't want to get overzealous here. Let's leave the Ronus back. We can try to go for the 2-turn clock instead. If the Vorapede blocks the Brontodon, we can pump up the Brontodon. And all we need to do is pump it for 1, because this will give it trample. So this will be a trade here, plus kill the Nissa. Hit them for 8. And then we can play land, play Pilgrim, and hold up Boon Satyr Flash, rather. All right. Turn of events here for us. Champion of Ronus ain't going to cut it, and I'm pretty sure the opponent's just dead next turn. Let's flash this out. Draw our extra card. And pump up the team. And attack with everything. GG's. That's way more than lethal, so let's pass priority. All right, man, that Course of Portal did an extreme amount of work there. Opponent had a very good start, too. Might want to bring in a Braid. Or I guess Sinkhole can hit Planeswalkers, too. I actually didn't realize that until earlier this week. Even though I've played a ton of Modern Horizons, which is where Sinkhole comes out of, I have never had it come up where Sinkhole targets a Planeswalker. Other good cards in this matchup are probably like Garrick. What can I cut versus an opposing green deck? Looks like the Brontodon wasn't actually all that great. I think I'd rather bring in a little Burn. I mean, Sinkhole's probably not bad. Might be better than, say, what, Boon Satyr? It also seems like a fine cut. Let's cut both of those and go to game 2. Okay, here we are for game 2 of the first round. We are on the draw. And this hand is a little bit questionable, but I think it's a keep. We have a turn 1 ramp and then like a turn 2 ramp as well if we want to go find a different creature. Ooh, Sylvan Library is pretty nice as well. In fact, I think now we go turn 2 Sylvan Library And then we can shuffle away some cards with the Green Sun Zenith the following turn if we don't like what we see on top. Okay, well now that might change things, because having a next turn Sky Sovereign is also pretty busted. Let's see. Can go get our Channeler Initiate, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Green Sun for 2. Go get Channeler Initiate. Initiate fixes for red and also allows us to cast the Sky Sovereign next turn. I mean, the opponent has 5 mana again on turn 3, so. And they played their Breeding Pool untapped and passed. Do we think they have a counter? Because I think I like going for it here. It would have to be a double blue counter, because they already had blue in the form of birds. If this resolves, I'm just going to shoot the bird. Oh, dramatic entrance. Unleash of the Tangle! Are you kidding? Turn 3, 8/8? That's going to turn all of their lands into 8/8s? Wow. Okay. I guess I'm dead. That's hilarious. That's what we call quite a draw. Yeah. I would need a, like, Wrath effect here. I wonder if it's worth bringing in, like, Elspeth and Conclave Tribunal and stuff. That's absurd. All right, then. That was a pretty nice curve from the opponent. Holy smokes. Man, the thing about the white is that, except for the Conclave, it's all double white. Yeah, I think I just run it back and hope that the opponent doesn't have 5 mana on turn 3 again. We'll be on the play this time as well, so let's go to game 3. Let's see what happens. I would like to play first. Oh no, and I have a 1-lander. Let's go to 6. Okay, this is a keepable 6. It's not great, but it's keepable. We can pitch the forest, or one of the forests, and we have an Abrade for one of their mana dorks, if they have an early mana dork again. It's not ideal, but at least it has some interaction. Man. Wonder how many 1-drops they have in their deck, because they are drawing them very well. Hopefully that's enough slowdown. Let's see if they have another 1-drop or 2-drop. Looks like a Green Sun for 1, maybe. Go get another mana dork. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, I'm obviously going to need some help here because my hand is not really doing much. Yeah, another land is not good either. The thinning is negligible if you're thinking of, like, why not play the fetch here. And when I have a card like Sylvan Library, it's actually better just to keep the fetches. Trumpeting Herd. Okay. Ooh, Smuggler's Copter is not a bad draw, I suppose. Go ahead and play the fetch, but not use it. What I can do next turn is like -2 to give my plants 1 power, and then with 1 power I can crew the Copter, but hopefully the opponent just doesn't wreck us again. Go ahead and chump with one of the plants if they attack Nissa. Fortunately, those don't trample. Chart a course, not bad. All right. Land from them, still 5 cards in their hand. Looks like they're doing better ramp things than I am. Oh, did they redraw their Green Sun? They totally did, didn't they? Yeah, Green Sun for 2. Presumably just another mana dork here. Devoted Druids. They have 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 mana next turn. Ugh. Galta. Galta's big, but yeah, I need a crew here. I need to find something. Green Sun. Okay. Can Green Sun for 4. What do we have for 4? Oh, man. Ambusher is like okay. Questing Beast is okay. Ronus doesn't block next turn. That's too bad. And I'm 1 mana short of being able to... I'm 1 mana short of being able to Green Sun for Ronus and then play the Atarka, aren't I? Oh, it's so close. I mean, the Ambusher is probably not bad. What is it going to be? Ambusher or Questing Beast? Or Ronus. Ronus is still decent here. Yeah, I'm actually going to grab the Ronus. This does mean they get to kill the Nissa here, but we know how good it was versus them first game. Uh-oh. Are they going to play their 8-drop again? Liege of the Tangle? Could be. It's 8 mana. What you got? Endray's Forerunners. Does that kill me? 10, 17. That doesn't quite kill me. So I would assume they're probably going to kill the Nissa here. Yeah. Oh, they don't know that I can't block with Ronus. They're only going to hit me for 7. They attacked both of the elephants to Nissa. Ooh, that might actually save me, huh? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we can crew the copter with the plant. Attack for 3. Pitch a land. And then play Galta plus Hierarch. I kept the Hierarch in hand and didn't attack for 4. Just in case we drew something better, right? Then we could pitch the Hierarch and keep it instead. Well, hopefully this is good enough. Galta is pretty freaking big. I have a 12-12 blocker and a 5-5 blocker. One of the... that has Death Touch and Indestructible, so... Feels like I'm actually not in the worst position. mean, they still have a bunch of cards in their hand and access to quite a bit of mana, but not dead yet. Okay, what do they got here? Gem Razor, mutate onto the Druid, kills my Smuggler's Copter. Oh, that's pretty funny. And now they actually can add extra mana with that as well, because they still have the Devoted Druid ability. Well, we do force some blocks next turn with the Galta. Oh, they got something. They do have something big to play, huh? Ah, the Vorapede again. All right. I need to draw something here. Oh! Oh, I'm 1 mana short. Actually, can I attack with the Galta? I can, right? Well, but then I guess they... No, never mind. If I attack with Galta and they double block with these, then the Ronus... No, it's too risky. Right? The double block here, I kill, but then this Undying's back. I mean, I could pump up a token to block with the Ronus the following turn, but I think I chill here. I guess they would have to block, because this would be a 13-13, and then I would kill 3 things? Actually, maybe I should have attacked. But then again, I just don't have the blockers if they do trade. There's always the chance that they made a mistake as well, but given the fact that I just need 1 more land to jam a Tarka here, I think it's worth waiting a turn and seeing if we can find. God, what else do you have in your hand, OP? Stop casting things. You're making me very uncomfortable. Boon Satyr. Okay, on the Vorapede. That's not that bad. It still can't attack into the Galta. Land, untapped. Let's go. Alright, well, Questing Beast isn't terrible. Still no attacks here. All I need is 1 land for this Atarka, and then we probably win from there. And they can't really attack me right now. Not without finding something first. God, what did they draw now? Another huge spell. 9 mana? What did you find? Green Sun for 8. Well, Craterhoof's not in, right? Holy smokes. They might not even have another... Oh, okay, we knew they had that. That's fine. Just untap land, and I think we're in a really good spot. There it is. There she is. There she is. So we want to kill all their mana dorks here. And I cannot kill a 3/3, but as it stands, they're just dead to a Tarka attack next turn. What do they do? Oh, Primordial Mist, sure. Whew! I think we got him here. Atarka attacks for 12 with Ronus, so... And actually 13 with the Noble Hierarch as well. Crazy game. Crazy game. Nothing has reach here, right? Nice. Yeah, it looks like they had the the better ramp deck for sure, but we are going to pull this one off, ladies and gentlemen. Ronus did so much work this match. It was just so hard for them to attack into it. Bingo, bango, bongo. 1-0. Let's go to the next round. Here we are for round 2 of the Cultic CUbe. And we are on the draw, but we have a pretty decent hand. Got a turn 1 Wild Growth, turn 2 tap land plus Copter. Hopefully a turn 3 Ambusher, or even now, a Questing Beast. Some good things to do with 4 mana. Opponent on blue-black. Probably more of a control deck then. So I think I still play out the Scattered Groves because we want to hit 5 mana, right? I'm not guaranteed to draw a land in the next 2 draw steps, which means we can go 4 into 5 with the land here. Esper, okay, maybe more of a control deck then. So I'm just going to pass here instead of running into open mana and then go for the Ambusher at their end of turn. And this way, if they do have a counter, then we still get to resolve something on my turn. Read the bones. All right, that's fine. So now we're going to go Ambusher, end of turn, into probably Vorapede to play around a Wrath effect. Although I could go for Ambusher into Questing Beast for the pushing damage. There's also Ambusher into nothing and just make some extra wolves, but I think the Vorapede makes sense. Ooh, Ronus is also pretty damn juicy here. Okay, so I actually think I'm going to go like this instead then. I'm going to crew the Ambusher with the Copter, or vice versa rather. And I lose 1 point of damage here, but I think I value the loot. Okay, we can pitch a land, start thinning out our deck. And again, going to play Vorapede here as it's still pretty resilient to a Wrath effect. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Opponent's got a world of trouble here. Yeah, this board position is just making any Wrath effect they have look so bad. Like Crux of Fate, sure, you get to kill the Ambusher, but then Vorapede comes back with 6 power. And I still have Copter on the battlefield, so any creature that I play next turn would still crew the Copter, for example. Yeah. Pretty darn gross. I don't think there are too many exile effects in the format. I believe Settle the Wreckage is, but they don't have double white, so that's irrelevant. Yeah, I mean, they have like O-Ring and stuff, but that all deals with one issue. And they're deep in the tank here, huh? If you think you've killed one, guess again. Okay, well, it took over a minute for the opponent to play a land there, so not sure what's going on, but through the power of the internet, I'm able to pause. All right, looks like they just tanked a long time and then played Ashiok and made a token. Can I kill them next turn? It's pretty darn close. I have 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm guessing it's probably right to kill the... probably right to kill the Ashiok here. So what we can do is actually pretty nice. Let's play our land. Let's go ahead and search up with Verdant. Let's play Questing Beast first to play around a Daze. And then what I can do is I can play Channeler Initiate, put the counters on itself, but before that resolves, it still has power, so I can crew the Copter. This is 7, 4, 8, 13, 16. I mean, this force is a chump. They would take 5, 9, 12. Nah, so let's kill... Let's kill the Ashiok. Smuggler's Copter is the only thing that needs to attack it, since the Questing Beast will deal 4 damage to it. Might as well loot. Alright. And yeah, so minimum the opponent's going to take is still 9. Maximum, I mean, if they don't block at all, they're taking 13. Okay, so they're going to take 9. I get to exile 2 from the Nightmare. There goes my library and a land. Questing Beast is going to finish off the Ashiok. And your move, OP. Still have some resilient threats here, so even if they do have like a Crux of Fate, the Vorapede comes back undying, 6 power by itself. I also have Ronus that can crew the Copter the following turn and pump it up by 2 more. And easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go to game number 2. Sideboard. Looks like Genji of the Cedars could potentially be good here. Stone Coil does have protection from Ashiok for what it's worth. Like all the flashy creatures, like all the hasty creatures. It's possible Sky Sovereign is not super necessary. Or maybe even the Atarka can be cut in this particular matchup. Might not need the red versus them. Yeah, that's probably okay. In fact, I'd rather have like Garruk or something in the deck than Atarka versus what looks to be what is it called? Esper Control. I was going to say Elspeth Control, not Esper Control. Could also bring in the Genji of the Cedars, I think is okay. If I'm cutting Atarka, we don't need the Mountain. We can still run the Foothills and the Verdant, but then we don't need the Taiga. Do I want Garruk instead? One Swamp Garruk wouldn't be too hard. Swamp, Catacombs, Channeler Initiate. Those would be my ways to cast it. Doesn't seem necessary. I think we'll just run it like this. Cut the Atarka, put in the Genju, go to game 2. Okay, here we are for game 2 of the second round. Once again, we are on the draw. Opponent mulliganed. Our hand's pretty darn weak. But, that is to say it's slow, but I think it's a keep because, well, for one, Smuggler's Copter is very, very good. Ambusher's very good. And Carnage Tyrant is very, very good versus them. So, even though it's very slow, I think it's worth giving it a shot. Once again, we're going to save the Foothills for Sylvan Library purposes. Not a great hand, but again, I think the 3 cards besides Galta are just probably too good versus the opponent to mulligan. All right. So Copter resolved, and they have an Anticipate. Really hoping we draw any creature that can crew the Copter next turn. Ooh, they missed a land drop, though. That's no good for them. And missing a land drop again. Yikes. That could honestly just be the game. Go ahead and try to flash in the Ambusher end of turn. I guess there's also merit to waiting. If they just pass here and I flash an Ambusher end of turn and they have a counter, I don't really have any plays the following turn. I could wait to Ambusher until next turn to where I can also play the Carnage Tyrant immediately. So I think I'm going to do that. Well, Pilgrim was a pretty good draw there. Now it lets me make this play while still crewing the Copter this turn. All right, let's crew up. Try to attack for 3. Do they have a removal spell? They have a Doomblade. That's fine. I mean, if I had flashed in the Ambusher, it would have died to the Doomblade, so not bad for us there. And now, end of turn, we get to flash out the Night Pack. And hopefully resolve Carnage Tyrant the turn after. This hand is not so good versus a Wrath, but don't know if I have the luxury of playing around it this time like I did last game. They did have a counter. They had a Remand. Okay, that's fine. We'll just slam good old Carnage now instead. And attack for 1. And they just scooped. All right. Well, nice quick little 2-0. Let's see if we can pull off the full whammies as we go to round number 3. Okay, here we are for round 3 of this Cultic CUbe. We are 2-0, hoping to pull off a trophy here. We are on the draw, and this hand is way too bad. This is instant mulligan. We have nothing less than 4 mana here, so hope to find something a little bit better, and indeed we did. Pretty easy keep. And do I want to pitch the Channeler Initiate? What's my game plan here? I can go turn 1 Wild Growth, turn 2 tap land plus something. All right, I think the Channeler Initiate can be pitched here. This is a pretty good looking 6. Playing against another green deck. But we have the turn 1 mana ramp. Green, blue, okay. Nature's Lore. All right, well, they have some ramp there as well then. Carnage Tyrant. So I don't have Devoted Druid, right? Because if I had Devoted Druid, I'd actually be able to cast my my Carnage Tyrant next turn. Can Green Sun for 2, though. Don't know if that's good enough right now, so let's just go ahead and go with the game plan we drew up. The Sylvan Library tap land. And then next turn we can Course of Portal, or if necessary, Green Sun for something. Hopefully they don't do something too scary this turn. Okay, 4 mana. This is Green Sun, Walking Ballista, sure. Walking on 2 is not terrible. Drew our mountain, it's yes. Brontodon immediately deals with the Ballista if we want to. Or I could just play the Portal and go for a little bit of a longer game. We already have the library active though, so I think I'm going to pay 4. Brontodon pass. And then maybe set up for a portal next turn, depending on what we find. All right, we drew the force we know on top. Let's activate the library. Found a Ghalta. Don't think I want to pay too much more life here. We can always shuffle away some cards if we don't want them. Definitely don't need both forests. Yeah, I'm just going to put them all on top. And then let's see if the portal resolves. And we can go ahead and attack in for 3, I think. No reason to. Let's sit back. I guess if I was going to draw one of the cards, I should have just drawn the extra land instead of the Ghalta in case the opponent has a discard effect. Man, they slammed that swamp down super fast. Another Vorapede! Okay. Been running against the Vorapedes all day, huh? Okay, nothing end of turn. Homage, let's draw that extra card. And let's Sylvan. Put that land on top. Don't need the Copter anymore. And we can shuffle that chaff away. Go get Taiga. Play out the Green Sun. Oh, sorry, play out the Carnage Tyrant, which will unlock our Ghalta next turn. 2-mana Ghalta, actually. The opponent does get to hit me for 6 here, though, because they can attack with the Exalted. So I have to be a little bit wary of my life total. It's possible I need to kill the Ballista soon, but I'm going to have to take a hit here for 6. Uh-oh. Garrick now. All right. We're hoping to draw, what, a Tarka, I guess? Let's go with that Homage. Land, Nissa. Let's use the Sylvan Library. Let's see. Do have the Green Sun available again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so let's... Let's lose the Nissa and the Forest. Then we can play a 2-mana Ghalta here. Pass and go get a Tarka next turn with the Green Sun, while also being able to flash out the Night Pack Ambusher. Have to be wary of that Garrick. Alright, they're going to just make more wolves here instead of ulting, or rather going for an ult of varieties. Three mana, what do you got? Whoa, Strider. Wow. I am very surprised. They could have ultimated their Garrick here. Huh. They could have sacked the wolf, right? Gone for the ult. That probably would have won the game. Let's flash out the Ambusher. I think we're going to go ahead and try to kill the Ballista now, too. They can go ahead and shoot me for 2. I mean, I guess I guess they're going so wide I might just be dead anyways. Like I can block, 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 take, yeah. It's going to be a close one. They might also have a counter in their hand, of course. Well, there's the Atarka. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so put on top. Put on top. Hide those. Hope they don't have a counter. Okay. Let's just outright kill the Garrick. But I'm at 7 life, and they have a bunch of creatures right now, so I'm not thrilled with this position. They also messed up there again. They could have sacked a wolf and put extra loyalty on Garrick to keep him around another turn at least. I think we're getting a little bit lucky in that regard. So I guess I'm going to go get Ronus here. Oh, Jesus, the Scarab God. Okay, so I need to try to kill them fast. Fast, fast, fast. Yeah, I think the opponent could have killed me if they had correctly used their Garrick. Don't need this. I think we want Ronus. Don't need that. Let's get the Ronus. Can I attack with the Gulta? I have a lot of trample damage here. 20, 27, 29. That forces them to chump with 10 toughness. I think I kind of like that. If they make a misstep, I kill them here. I don't think I had lethal if I attacked with the Ambusher as well, but maybe I should have done the math there. 27, 31, I would have had 33 trample damage. Ooh, this is kind of nice for us. I don't mind clearing their board. Okay, this is really good. I like that. Yep, let's pass priority and just play Vorapede. I feel a lot more comfortable when their board gets cleared like that, let me tell you. Alright, so Vorapede undies, Scarab God goes back to their hand, EOT. We have lethal in the air next turn. And we have a Vorapede of our own. Okay, this looks okay. This looks a-okay. Kind of a nail-biter there for a few turns. Man, again, the power of Library and Portal have just been stellar. I haven't conceded yet. What is this? Obnixilis. So that kills Atarka. I have, let's see, 4, 9, 30. Well, okay, so Ronus doesn't trample, so Noble Hierarch can just block that. That means I have 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus 6. I have 15 trample damage. They can block 7 of it. Ooh, okay, okay. Does that win? Definitely not keeping the elf. Let us see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can fight the Vorapede. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fight the Vorapede. Nissa down tick. I have 11 damage. They have 3 blockers. That doesn't kill them. No. I have 11 damage. They have 2. Oh, I put them to 1? Okay, what happens instead if I fight the Noble Hierarch? Oh, this will work, right? Yeah, this should be able to work. So let's go like this. We can Sky Sovereign down the Woe Strider. Hydra down the Hierarch, and then... Oh no, they still just take 1! Or rather, they go to 1. Oh, I miscounted. Oh, looks like they conceded anyways. Because they can block a 5-power creature, take 9. Alright. There must have been a way I could have won that turn. I don't know. I did the math. The math was bad. But I thought I killed them, so I went for it. Let's see. There must have been a way to win, right? 1, 2. Was there a way to fight for 1? Fight for 1 and hold up double pump instead? Yeah, fight the Hierarch for 1. They have 2 blockers. The Woe Strider goes on to 9, 30. No, this is still a little bit short. Maybe I didn't have the win that turn. Anyways, enough of that. Let's look at some sideboard. And I don't think there's too much I want to bring in. I could bring in some burn again. I guess the Sinkhole deals with the what do you call them nicely, the Garrick nicely. And I'm gonna bring in a Braid since they do have some mana dorks again. Don't think Troll Ascetic is Boon Satyr probably fine to cut as well. Actually, the Boon Satyr turns on the Ronus by itself, so that's probably fine. Let's go like that. Okay, game 2 of the final round. We are up a game. We are on the draw, but our hand is pretty good. Turn 1 Elf, turn 2 potentially Nissa if we want. Opponent with the turn 1 Elf of their own. Ooh, Tree Speaker plus level up. Holy moly. All right, they're going to have, what, 2, 5... They're going to have 6 mana next turn, potentially? That's pretty nice. Questing Beast is good. I don't think it's 6 mana turn 3 good, but what are you going to do? All right, let's start pooping out some plants, I guess. I wonder if I'm supposed to have brought in the, what's it called, Fire Ambush on the draw. I mean, we only saw, what, the Noble Hierarch from them in game 1, so... Vorapede, that's pretty good. How many times do I have to play against a turn 3 Vorapede? I wonder. No! Now I draw the Abrade? Okay, we still have a pretty good line here since they missed a land drop. I do have to deal with the Vorapede eventually, but I'm going to guess their Vorapede is going to attack my Nissa next turn. So I'm going to start off by killing their Tree Speaker, their Soul Ring. Wish I had that last turn. Playing the Channeler Initiates. And I think just pooping out another token. Notably, I could have put the -3/-3 on like a plant and made this a 3/4. But even with Nissa's -1/-1, a 4/5 just trades with the Vorapede anyways. So hopefully that Abrade on their Tree Speaker put them far enough behind. We'll find out. They did draw another land for the turn, though. Fertile Ground. Okay. Well, killed their Tree Speaker, but then they immediately got 2 more mana. No reason not to chump here for 1, right? It keeps the Nissa alive, and it makes them maybe attack it again next turn. Nice, not bad. Can't cast that. So let's go with Portal here. We'll play the Grove tapped. Then we'll pass and let them kill Nissa next turn, but hopefully with the Portal we can start just developing out too much card advantage. All right, Nissa down. Yeah, I think if I go to a game 3, I'm going to bring in the Fire Ambush. Oh boy, there's their Garruk again. Okay. Ooh, a Tarka. They don't have their what do you call it? Noble Hierarch right now, so they can't attack with the Vorapede. Okay, so we really just need to hit another land next turn. We have 2 draws at a land for a Tarka to kill the Garruk once again. Oh, okay. Maybe they just snap, kill the Portal. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, 1 draw step for an untapped land would be real good. If we can kill the Garruk, we probably... If we can kill the Garruk next turn, we probably cannot lose. Nice. Perfect. Cannot tap that any faster. Let's just deal with that. Goodbye, you. And we just sit back now and can beat him down in the air. We're going to start drawing extra cards at the library. Questing Beast can hold off the Wolves. Carnage Tyrant already holds off Vorapede. What else? What removal did we see from them besides Garruk? Not too much, right? I mean, they had like the Scarab God, but that doesn't do anything right now. This is an interesting attack. Do they have a Crux of Fate? Is that what's happening? They must just have a Wrath, right? I'm going to just block the most damage. I mean, I guess I could have traded off a plant as well, but there's a small chance that they don't Wrath. I don't know. This smells like a Wrath to me. Damnation, sure, yeah. So they do get the Vorapede back. I have Questing Beast, which is pretty nice, but it was pretty good for them. I guess I probably should have chumped with the plants. It was a little bit too obvious. I can make that a 6/7. All right, let's make a 6/7. 6/7 is good versus a 6/5. We're hoping to hit an untapped land next turn so I can go QB plus Sylvan. Okay, what do they got here? Ah, Vraska's Contempt. Nice. I am on a 3-turn clock. The Death Touch of the Questing Beast is certainly going to help, though, if they don't have another removal spell. No reason not to attack here. If they block, I mean, that's the same as us blocking on their turn anyways. No more removal, please. Fine. That is fine. I will block if you attack. So I guess this way, by them not blocking my attack, they deal me 2 trample damage. It's a nice draw. All right, we're just going to pass here. We're holding up Sinkhole plus Flash Out Ambusher. Kind of nice. They already had access to blue. So I don't think they have Scarab God. Farseek is obviously fine. Four mana now. What is this? Green Sun? Everybody has a Green Sun. Ah, Hanger back for 2. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. All right, so I'm just going to pass here, I think. After attacking for 4. Start making wolves. Oh, they're blocking. Wait a minute. Do they think they're going to kill me with 1/1s? That is a surprise to be sure. I guess I don't know what the last card in their hand is, and of course they're still drawing for the turn. Oh, they are tapping way too fast. Oh, boy. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm dead. Sinkhole that end of turn, but with Atarka already in the graveyard, that just kills me in 2 turns, no problem. I don't think there's anything in the deck that I can draw, right? Yikes. Trading with 2 doesn't change the clock, so I don't want to attack with my Night Pack. So they attack me for 5. I go to 2. Don't think we're squeaking this one out. The damn Hornets. Into Obnixilis, no. Wonder if I need to bring in the Knight Incarnate. All right, let's go to a game 3. Let's go to a game number 3. Just run 1 swamp and the Knight Incarnate. Is that good? Ugh. I still feel like the red's better here than the black. But yeah, we can cut the Boon Satyr, bring in the Fire Ambush. Just need to draw my Vorapede. Okay, here we are, game 3 of the final round. This is make it or break it for a trophy. We are on the play. We have a pretty nice hand. Turn 1 Pilgrim. Turn 2 Brontodon or Ronus or even Green Sun if we want to. I would probably just Green Sun for another mana dork though, if we do. Let's see if they have a turn 1 dork. They do not. Nice. Yeah, let's go get another mana dork. Let's go get our Channeler Initiate for some red manas. And then, if we draw a land next turn, I will finally be the one for the turn 3 Vorapede. Can I do it? Can I get the turn 3 Vorapede, please? Farseek, okay. Come on. Come on, untap land. Nice. We finally did it. We finally did it. We're the Vorapedes now. Now if I draw another untap land, we get Carnage Tyrant. Vorapede plays around Damnation pretty nicely. And even if they do just Damnation here to kill my 2 mana dorks, I have Ronus follow-up and the Undying of the Vorapede. They're just going to play a Steve, that's fine. And an Incubation Druid. Okay, so Wrath a little bit less likely now that they've done that. Holy smokes. Alright, I mean, this is turn 4. I'm going to go Ronus into Galta now. Now that forces them to have a Wrath. I'm about to put so much trample damage out on the board. It's kind of crazy. Turn 4, by the way. Alright, show me. What a nut draw. Holy smokes. Turn 4, I have, what, 22, 23, 24, 25 power on the board? Oh, the lolly. I mean, at the very least, they need to get rid of the Galta somehow. Yeah, and, I mean, not much to say there. That dream was, or that curve was the absolute, I can't even talk. Absolute nuts. And, yeah, nice little 3-0 there. Didn't think that deck was, like, the nuts, but definitely had some very, very good draws. Some of our games, we played a little bit better than the opponents. But sometimes that's how it goes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Cultic CUbe. Don't forget to check out all of my other drafts here on the Card Kingdom YouTube channel. And of course, don't forget to catch me live over at twitch.tv/Numot the Nummy. See you guys next time.